Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I just want to share with you a couple of outdoorsy solo camping and generally camping and prepping items that I picked up over the past month. I've shared one of the video with you guys before. You're quite enjoying seeing all the random bits and bobs I get picked up, and maybe to some of you it gives an idea of something you might not actually think or thought of. The selection here guys is obviously come from two different places, one of them being Go Outdoors and the other one is Temu. And again, the things that here guys, they're purchased for a different reasons. Okay, so if we go camping, we go either camping as a family or a solo camping if my husband goes on the bike. So the things that here, the equipment is different and on the top of specific things that we already have. So anyway, the first thing we actually purchased, which was quite a big purchase, was the Adara 700 Nightfall tent. Then tent is massive. We decided to upgrade a smallish little tent because it's going to be a family tent. It's like 7 meters by 3 meters long and it's absolutely monster. But I do like my creature comforts when I do camping, and I do take a real mattress with me. So goes without saying, the big tent was kind of a good idea. Don't laugh, but we got a smaller tent and even a smaller pop-up tent. So it's all circumstances permitting, depending where we go, how long we go for, and whether we go by ourselves or with our little one. So that was one of the big things, and it was really, really cool tent. Right, next thing, right, this one is the box has been opened, but actually found one of those blow-up beds, but it actually has an inbuilt pump. Okay, this one was from Go Outdoors and it was only like £15 on the members price, and it seemed like a really, really good idea. All you do, you just use your foot and you press the pump which is built in, and it kind of blows up the bed. So we've got a normal blow-up bed, obviously requires a small pump, but is an instance that's kind of a good idea. If you are going camping, say in a car, you're limited on space, then you can take this with you, and it's looked like a good idea. Next thing, we're sticking with Go Outdoors, is a sleeping bag. Again, generally if we go with a family, I take a duvet, but for the solo camping for my husband is one of those bags. Again, we're looking for something that was going to be quite space saving and still really kind of reasonably warm. So this is 2 to 3 season, and that was about £44. They had slightly smaller ones, but they're all like really, really thin and pretty much weigh nothing, but they won't do anything. And at the same time, I've seen some massive, massive sleeping bags. They're literally bigger than a tent. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know who they aim this for, but nonetheless, that's we found was a good middle range of the size and the warmth. So there we have. So we had one of those, right? And another thing, right, that you found in there, which was surprised, but is one of his Romney's Kindle mint cake. I'm like, okay, it's kind of in a survival food type thing, so it's pretty much made like of sugar. So I bought one. I wanted to see the ingredients and things, and of course I'm going to be doing a video how to make one of those myself. It's pretty much really, really sugary, high calorie, hiking food, so I'll be attempting to make one of those. So the next selection, guys, is the bits from Temu, okay? And again, I just say, like, if you check them out, some things you can find on a really, really great deal. So first of all, okay, we already have a couple of those sets, the little mess tins, like solo camping type things, but it didn't have a small kettle. So we found one that has a little saucepan, lids, okay? And you got little measuring, whatever, spoons, whatever else, but you also have a tiny little kettle. Yes, of course you can boil the water in your mess tin, it's no problem at all, but you know, why, if you have space, a little bit of space to be able to take something like this, then why not? So you have obviously the big pot, you've got a couple of little saucepans underneath, like a thin ones, like lids. You even have a little washing thing. This is so cute, right? Again, that kit was approximately, I think, 15 or pushing £16. You can get them on Amazon, you'll be looking at about 20 quid, so not a huge amount of money saved, but saving is a saving. And it comes with a spatula too. All right, next thing, again, he picks up is to go on the bike, to go inside the bike bags, is the waterproof bags, right? I haven't seen that, like, haven't looked at them before, but they're actually really good idea. Really good quality, and you're looking at literally like £2.50. They do different sizes, but it's super thick. It's like a pool lining. It's really that thick, and the idea is you like twist it like this and basically do that so you can carry this, or if you don't use a handle, just fold it and put this inside your backpack or whatever. it pretty much says it's totally waterproof. I can pretty much imagine it's really, it's just great. I think for the money, guys, they're really good idea. So next thing I bought, I already have one in one of my bags, but I needed another one. It's a Life BB one. Again, that's to go in another one of the bags. It's basically like triangular foil blanket, but you can make it into the tent with a little bit of paracord. It's super tiny, and I think they're a great idea. Again, I think that's like under £2, so it's really handy thing to have in making the kits. But another thing I picked up is iodine wipe pads. Okay, this is for my first aid kits. I wanted to have some iodine bits and bobs. I wanted to have swabs, but then I decided to go with the little pads. You can buy iodine like on Amazon and the big things, but I wasn't sure the best way to kind of put this in my first aid kit, so I decided to go for some of those. It was under £1 and it's 30 of them. Happy days, it will do me, and they'll last for quite a while. Another thing I picked up from Temu, again, that was like £3, I think. It's those little, whatever you call them, but in the little get home bag, if you've seen it, the little loops at the front. I'm sure there's a name for them, but doesn't matter. Anyway, they go in there and you can sort of put the stuff in between and kind of where there's torches or something else. And yeah, I just thought good idea to have some of those. Also, I found, and I kind of really like the idea of, it's probably going to go into my EDC kit. Look at that. This is tiny little whistle. I have one of those metal ones, the ones generally you can pick up on Amazon, like this size. It's really loud, but to be fair, for tiny whistle like that, again, that was like under £1. It comes with a stupid chain, but I think the idea was you wear this on the neck. But I'm gonna have this in my little bag out, my little EDC. It's just super tiny and it's pretty goddamn loud, so I was chuffed with that one. Another thing, guys, okay, you know my likeness for Sharpies. It's a metal, it's a little toothpick. Okay, they call it a toothpick, but anyway, it just, you unscrew this and it's a toothpick if you do want to pick things. So there we are. It comes with a little ring thing, but it's a bit shitty, so you have to change that. But nonetheless, again, that was like for under £1. I think that's pretty good. It folds in, screws in, so really good. Happy with that one. And my other one, right, it is a super massive bag, right? You know, guys, I'm making the obviously the home kits, get out kits, whatever, and I'm in the process of making one for our family for a 3 days like emergency evacuation bag type thing, and I needed a big bag. Well, I looked online and Temu, of course, and I came across this massive bag, okay, and I ended up going for the camo effect, although it doesn't really look like a camo, it just looks like something from Minecraft. So nonetheless, I didn't go for the camo because it was cool, totally opposite. I gone for it because it was cheaper, because nobody wanted it. Anyway, that bag cost me £8, and I'm super happy because actually it is really large. It seems to have a waterproof lining or splashproof lining on the inside, so I did put some water in it and it kind of lingered on the top, but we can always spray this with a waterproof thing. But it is, the amount of sheer pockets it has in there, it is pretty awesome. So I was really happy, and I'm like, do you know what? That'll be making a perfect bag to build a family emergency evacuation bag. So that's that, guys. Okay, I just thought I'll share this with you. Pretty good things, I think. If you haven't checked out Temu, have a look, guys. Some people are against it, but whatever. The prices are really good, and you got to be lucky. You got to be keep an eye on the things, because things do come up on the deal. But to pick up a bag like that for £8, and the quality, the stitching seemed to be looking good. It's a-okay for what I needed for it just to be full of stuff and sit there and hopefully not get used. That's absolutely spot on. So that's that, guys. And another thing I forgot, sorry, last one. One of the best things, I think, is a little table, okay? It's foldable little table for this solo camping, okay? Unfolds like this. You got your legs here, so you pull them up, you put that thing in between then, and basically hopefully you get the idea. Yeah, and a tiny little table. So if you guys are lacking on space, if you're going camping on the bike or by foot hiking, and if you want to have a little table, I think it's a brilliant idea. It's aluminium, okay, it's super light. It weighs like, I don't know, a couple hundred grams probably. Seems to be quite robust, so really happy. So I think it's kind of a highlight of the Temu purchases. So there we are, guys. So anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Just gives you some ideas, maybe, I don't know. Don't forget, maybe thumbs up, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye.